Hey, what's going on? In this video, I want to talk about the concept of following the follower. So, Earl Nightingale, he's one of the OG success coaches from way back when. He has this book called The Strangest Secret. Highly recommend it if you never read it, or you can also YouTube it as well. It's on YouTube. It's a super short book and it only cost, I think, like $5 or something. But he talks about this concept that everyone out there, they don't really know what they're doing, right? If you think of successful people, there's probably only like 5% of the population who are quote unquote successful, and 95% are just following the follower, right? They just wake up and they do what they're gonna do based on what other people told them to do or based on what they see other people do. So they don't really have a real grounded experience in terms of what they want to do in their life. And they just wake up and follow the follower, and the people that they're following are following other followers. So one of the things that Earl said that really resonated with me was, if you want to be successful, is look at what everyone else is doing and do the opposite. So that really kind of put things in perspective for me because, I myself, I was following the follower early, as a kid growing up. I went to university because my parents wanted me to go to university. They wanted to get that degree. They wanted me to get that degree so that they can, brag to their friends that I went to university and got a degree. And that decision made me realize, okay, well, if I was to go to university, what should I do? For me, I wanted to make as much money as possible. So the only professions that I thought were feasible were to be a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer. So I didn't want to be a doctor. I didn't want to be a lawyer. And I thought I was good at math because I'm Asian, and Asian people are supposed to be good at math. So I went with the engineer route. And I hated my life. My whole first year, I hated my life. I was doing 8 hours at school, and then I came home and did another 6 hours of homework. I had no social life. It was just brutal. But like, that wasn't what I wanted to do, right? I was following what other people were doing, going to university and doing some kind of post-secondary education, getting some sort of degree. I was following the follower, and the people that I was following, like, they had no idea what they wanted as well. They were pretty much doing what society and other people told them what to do. So I'm fortunate to have broken out of that pattern. I think when I was like 19 or 20, and decided to do what I wanted to do. So that kind of led me to the life I'm living now, which is, I have time freedom, I have location freedom, and I'm making a decent income, which is awesome. So yeah, it's just a dangerous advice, and it's just a dangerous thing to do when you're following people who don't know what they're doing, and you just end up going along this path that's already been, walked down, and they're not even happy, right? So I think it really comes down to, if you're wanting to do something, or if you're wanting to be successful in life, so to speak, whatever that means to you, is find someone who's doing what you want to do and learn from them, right? Work for free for them, like, gain experience, like, be close to them, get your foot in the door, become part of their inner circle, and really see behind the scenes of what it really means to do what they do. And in that way, you have a bigger perspective of what it takes to do that thing, or if it's even something you want to do. Because what we see is like one sliver of someone's life, and we think that that's what their entire life looks like. When in reality, we don't understand the hardship and the sacrifices they had to make to get there. And we don't see the true reality of what it takes to be that type of person. So yeah, I think, whatever you do, just keep in mind, like, are you following the follower, or is this something that you really want to do? And if it is something that you really want to do, you know, I would try to get around the people who have done it and be their number one student, work for free, do whatever you can to understand how they got to where they got to. And then from there, hopefully, you don't wake up 5, 10 years, or 20 years down the road, kind of looking back and saying, like, what the hell happened, right? That's probably the worst thing that can happen. So I hope this piece of advice helps, and let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you in the next video.